Hello friends, welcome back. This is Sri Chhatrapati Shivaji Mahavidyalaya, Srigonda. I welcome you in the online class of SYBSc Electronic Science. In this lecture, we want to see the point Wien bridge oscillator. The Wien bridge oscillator is a RC type oscillator. We know there are the sinusoidal oscillators are RC oscillator, LC oscillator, also called as tuned oscillators, the crystal oscillator. So this Wien bridge oscillator is a RC oscillator which is used for low to moderate frequencies. Low to moderate frequencies means if we want a output frequency of sine wave between 10 Hz to 1 megahertz, we can use Wien bridge oscillator circuit. So this Wien is the name of scientist, and bridge, we know a bridge means it is a 4-arm network. We know bridge rectifier, half wave rectifier, full wave rectifier, and bridge bridge means 4-arm network. So this scientist Wien construct a oscillator circuit using a network bridge, which is named after the name of this scientist. So the oscillator is called as Wien bridge oscillator. So this is the circuit diagram. We can draw the circuit diagram like this or like this. Same diagram. We can draw any one diagram. It is better to draw this diagram, but if you want to see this diagram in a bridge circuit form, we know 4-arm bridge. This is one arm, this is second arm, this is third arm, this is fourth arm, and this is op-amp. So a 4-arm network is called as bridge. So this bridge is called as Wien bridge. So this bridge consists of one parallel arm in which there is resistor and capacitor are in parallel. There is one series arm in which there is a resistor and capacitor in series. There is a feedback resistor RF and input resistor R1. So the op-amp is connected in a bridge network. So the same diagram. Here this is the series arm. This is a parallel arm of the bridge. This is a feedback resistor, and this is the resistor R1. So the circuit works as oscillator because it is a positive feedback amplifier. See, output is taken from the output terminal and it is fed back to which input terminal? Non-inverting input terminal. So this is a positive feedback. and it is applied through this bridge network. The positive feedback in an amplifier is applied through a bridge network. So when it satisfies the Barkhausen criteria, the amplifier circuit with positive feedback will work as a oscillator and it produces the sine wave output. We know that the total phase shift around the circuit must be 0 degree or 360 degree. This condition occurs only when the bridge is balanced, and the bridge is balanced at a resonance. At a resonance means when there is a maximum amplitude of the oscillation, and the frequency of oscillation at the time of resonance, that is F0, is exactly equal to the resonant frequency of balanced Wien bridge. It is given by F0 equals to 1 upon 2 pi RC. If we substitute the value of 2 pi, we know pi is 3.14. So 1 upon 2 pi is 0.159 upon RC. So the output frequency of Wien bridge oscillator is 0.159 upon RC. Remember, this equation will be asked in the online examination as a multiple choice question. The frequency of Wien bridge oscillator is equals to dash dash dash, this much. Either 1 over 2 pi RC or substitute the value of 1 upon 2 pi, that is 0.159 upon RC. And this occurs only when the bridge is balanced, because at this condition we get the total phase shift equals to 0 degree or 360 degree. And the magnitude of A into beta should be 1. So for this purpose, A or AV voltage gain is taken as 1 over beta and is equals to 3. The gain should be greater than 1. Because it is a gain V0 upon Vi. If we put gain equals to 1, there will be no amplification. So we should put AV greater than 1. So for example, if we take it is 3 is the suitable value. So that we have to take beta equals to 1 by 3 to get A beta equals to 1. A beta should always remain equals to unity. That is the Barkhausen criteria. Magnitude of A beta should be 1. Beta can be less than 1, but this A must be greater than 1. So we take this gain equals to AV equals to 3, so that we have the beta means feedback factor of the feedback network is equals to 1 by 3. That is 1 plus Rf upon R1. This is the equation of gain of non-inverting op-amp. The gain of non-inverting op-amp. 1 plus Rf upon R1 is taken 3. That means Rf should be 2 R1. This is the designing condition for the gain of amplifier. So in this way we can design a Wien bridge oscillator circuit. We can select the value of R and C to get the required frequency, and we should be low or moderate, that is between 10 Hz to 1 MHz. The values of R and C can be selected to get the required frequency. The second type of oscillator circuit, the RC oscillator circuit, is the phase shift oscillator. We are seeing the RC oscillators. The first type of RC oscillator is Wien bridge oscillator. Now second example of RC oscillator is a phase shift oscillator. All of these are the sinusoidal oscillators, means their output will be sine wave. This oscillator is called as a phase shift oscillator because a 180-degree phase shift is obtained with a phase shift circuit or phase shift network, which is made up of a resistor and capacitor. And the another 180-degree phase shift is obtained using a transistor amplifier. So that total phase shift is 360 degree. That's why the name is given phase shift oscillator. This is the basic RC network. Input voltage is applied at these two terminals. Output is taken across these two terminals. Capacitor is at the input and resistor is at the output, or we may say capacitor is in series with Vi and the resistor is in parallel with Vi and V0. So such a RC network is used to obtain the phase shift, and the total phase shift obtained is 180 degree using such a 3 RC networks. One RC network produces 60 degree phase shift, so that 3 RC network will produces 60 plus 60 plus 60, that is 180 degree phase shift. But for that we have to select the proper values of R and C. The total impedance of a RC network can be written as R minus JXC, R plus J0 for resistor and 0 minus jXC for capacitor. So ZR plus ZC will be R minus jXC, which is equals to R minus J into XC. We know XC is the capacitive reactance, 1 over 2 pi FC. Now current can be written in this way, whereas the magnitude of the impedance can be written as square root of R square plus XC bracket square. This is the magnitude of the impedance, and the phase can be written as phi equals to tan inverse XC by R. Now this is important. From this equation, Z equals to R minus jXC. We have magnitude of Z equals to square root of a real number plus square of imaginary number, square root of R square plus XC square. This is the magnitude, and impedance is written as tan inverse of B by A. This is B and this is A. So we want 60 degree phase shift. We want a 60 degree phase shift. Look at here. A capacitor and resistor RC network. A one RC network should produce 60 degree phase shift. The phase shift means the phase difference between the, see here, the current and voltage across resistor, they are in same phase. But if you consider the current through the network and voltage across the capacitor, there is a phase difference between current and the voltage across the capacitor, and this should be 60 degree for one network. So we should select the values of R and C so as to get the phase shift of 60 degree. We have phi equals to tan inverse XC by R. Phi equals to tan inverse XC by R. So if we take phi equals to tan inverse XC by R, we can write XC by R equals to tan of phi. We require a 60 degree phase shift. So tan of 60 degree, this comes out to be 1.732. That means XC, the capacitive reactance, is equals to 1.732 R. By selecting such a value of capacitor and resistor, we can have a 60 degree phase shift. If we connect one RC network, that will give 60 degree. To the second RC network, that will give again 60 degree, and third RC network, that will give 60 degree, so that we have the total phase shift from this RC network. 3 RC network will be 180 degree. As such, a network is called as ladder network. Ladder network means one after one same component is repeated, so it is called as ladder network. See, this is the circuit diagram for phase shift oscillator with op-amp. This is the op-amp. Op-amp is connected in which configuration? Inverting configuration, because non-inverting terminal is connected directly to ground, and this is the feedback network. The feedback voltage is applied to inverting input terminal. So the feedback network consists of 3 RC networks. The feedback circuit is shown by this dotted line, and it consists of 3 RC networks. RC networks are designed to produce 180-degree phase shift between input voltage to network. The output voltage of op-amp is sampled by this feedback network, and it will produce the total phase shift of 180-degree. Each RC will produce 60-degree, so that total phase shift will be 180-degree, and the op-amp is connected in inverting configuration. So the op-amp will produce 180-degree phase shift. Because of this inverting configuration, its output voltage will be 180-degree out of phase with respect to input voltage. This total phase shift will be 360-degree, and the circuit will produce the output sine wave. We get the output sine wave with frequency f0 equals to 1 over 2 pi square root of 6 into RC. Or if you substitute the value of 2 pi into square root of 6, this comes out to be 0.065 upon RC. So output frequency of the phase shift oscillator is f0 equals to 1 upon 2 pi square root of 6 RC equals to 0.065 upon RC. Remember, this is important formula. The output frequency of phase shift oscillator is given by 1 upon 2 pi square root of 6 into RC, or we can write this as 0.065 upon RC. So the question will be asked, output frequency of phase shift oscillator is equals to dash dash dash. Options will be given. So at this frequency, the gain A, the gain is denoted by capital A, must be at least 29. The op-amp circuit should be designed to get the gain greater than 29 to satisfy the Barkhausen criteria. So the gain is decided by the voltage gain of inverting op-amp. We know voltage gain of inverting op-amp is given by Rf upon R1. It should be 29. So to get the gain 29, what we have to do? We have to take Rf, this is a printing mistake. Rf equals to 29 times R1. So remember this also. R1 equals to 29 times R1. So this is the condition for oscillation. A greater or equals to 29 and the total phase shift equals to 360 degree. When these conditions are satisfied, we get the sustained oscillations. The sine wave output with frequency f0 equals to 1 over 2 pi square root of 6 into RC. So friends, with this discussion we come to end of this lecture. Thank you very much.